Hey everyone, Nubkex here. In today's video I want to talk a bit about as you can see in the background, the panel Blizzard had at PAX East where they talked about the lore of Heroes of the Storm and the story they want to tell and their upcoming plans for how they're going to be doing that around the game. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about in this video. I'll give you some info at the start and then I'm going to talk about my opinion and what I think about it. I'm pretty critical, so I mean you may agree, you may not, but hopefully it'll be an interesting discussion. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. Thought this was a cool bit of concept art that we saw at BlizzCon, but they expanded a bit on here. Interesting, you can see like a Blackheart's like ghost ship in the background there. You can see these portals. This is of course Dragonshire. There's portals to other worlds. There's the Blackheart's thing, which is referenced there, kind of hidden away too. And the idea is that the Nexus, where Heroes of the Storm is set, is, you know, all these different worlds and planes and all that sort of stuff, which are all smushed together. And they're these, like, demigods. So, for example, the Gravekeeper, the Ravenlord, who you know from Towers of Doom, the Queen of Thorns, who's the announcer for Dragonshire, might be Garden of Terror as well? Question mark? But that these are all coming together, and that there's some like big cosmic war going on and all the heroes are there and they're kind of wild cards that are taking part, and yeah, there could be some political stuff or war or what have you. That's the gist of what I picked up on. They did give a couple of solid pieces of info of what this actually means, right? Number one is that at the end of April, they're going to, or not at the end, but during April, there's going to be a comic book which is going to tell the story of the Ravenlord, who's one of the dudes in one of the sides in Towers of Doom. I think he's in Cursed Hollow as well. Yeah, Cursed Hollow as well. But this guy, it's going to be the story of him. It's going to be a comic book. So if you're into comic books, that's probably pretty exciting. I'm personally not, but if you're into it, I think that'd be pretty cool. And it's probably, hopefully, be pretty good quality as well. The other bit of info is that from April, for the next year, Blizzard is going to be telling the story of Heroes of the Storm and the Nexus, and it's going to be going through, and yeah, they didn't really say, they really didn't want to give any info about what that's about. I think that could potentially be really good. I also have some concerns that it might be, you know, for the lore nerds, but for the regular player, there's not going to be anything there. That's my big concern, especially if it starts off with a comic book. That's great. But are we going to see anything actually like in-game in terms of that? I don't know. They wouldn't tell us anything. What I would like to see personally, I think they could do some great stuff with this. I mean, if you look at the brawl we have at the moment, Dead Man's Stand, I think it's a great example of a very different game mode. 5-person co-op. In a cool map, a bigger map, it's very different. But using the Heroes game client, I think you could tell some... Could potentially, let's say potentially. I'll come back to why I have to clarify, I think, or qualify that statement. You could potentially tell some very cool stories if you had, like, every couple of weeks, some sort of story-based map. You know, thinking like a Warcraft 3 type campaign map, a Starcraft type campaign map, 5-player co-op. Hey, you're going to be these regular updates over the year, and it's going to be telling this progressing story of stuff happening. I think that could be awesome. Now, I don't know if they'll do that. Sounds like a lot of work, but I think that would be really cool, and I have to be totally down with that. I'm concerned that they might not do something like that because they talked a lot about, oh, we told stories through our skins. Okay. In my opinion, I could not care less about stories told through skins. That being said, Mechastorm stuff was really awesome. Hey, if there's a Mechastorm cartoon, that would be amazing. Or sorry, anime. That would be amazing. More stuff like that would be awesome, right? I'd like to see something about it in game though, as opposed to just like comics or like lore that you want to like dig up and trawl through the internet to find stuff that's hard to find. Not as keen on that. And one of my big concerns as well is, will they be able to tell an interesting story, right? This is my core concern, which is Heroes of the Storm. At its core, what is this game? It's all the cool characters from all the Blizzard games stuck together in a 5 versus 5 MOBA because that's a fun multiplayer experience, right? There's no, like, for me, it feels very much like this Nexus stuff is, it's like, okay, well, we already designed a game, you know, we're building on, like, the Dota formula. You designed a game, and now we're gonna go and slap a story onto it. It's just, like, just sticking on a story for the sake of it. I'm worried that it won't lead to a good or interesting story at all, that it will be a bit all over the place. Another one of my large concerns, they even referenced it in this panel, they're kind of joking of, why we no Warcraft Battlegrounds? I want to see Alterac Valley. This has been one of my concerns about Heroes forever, basically. Which is, well, we don't have any Warcraft is their biggest franchise. We don't have any Warcraft battlegrounds in this game. When Warcraft itself is full of battlegrounds, like, you know, like Alterac Valley, Arathi Basin. I mean, even just thematically, we don't have any of that. They mentioned how the first 5 maps they designed are all like from the Nexus. So Garden of Terror, Dragonshire. Well, Towers of Doom came later, but Towers of Doom is another example. You have all of these maps. I kind of feel like, this is my opinion, I really feel like we're about 2 years into the release of Heroes of the Storm and they're only coming up with the story stuff now. It makes me sit back and go like, god damn. I wish there had been Warcraft maps from the start. Why could they have not just made those maps Warcraft from the start? Because that would have been exciting, especially exciting for me and for lots of other players coming to the game first, being like, oh yeah, I get to play in this cool, like, Booty Bay from Warcraft instead of Blackheart's Bay. We get to go play in Booty Bay, and there's fun goblin-type things, and it's great, you know, it's something that I recognize. I've been there, I've done that in the game, this is awesome, or Icecrown could be something, I don't know. They could have done something and be like, yeah, I totally get that. This map ties into the new WoW expansion. I've been there, awesome, great. And then now they came in and we're like, okay, we're going to make the Nexus a thing. Here are these new maps, and we're going to tell this new story around it. I feel like it's a real missed opportunity to have these Nexus maps from the start of the game, and then have nothing about that until like 2 years into the game's release. I feel like that's a real waste. There's Neo Stormwind in the background. I think this is super awesome. I think there's great potential for some of this stuff in the game. I'd love to see it. I think it's going to be hard to tell a good story around it, though. And they haven't told us anything. So, I mean, let me know what you guys think down below. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. Are you hopeful for this? Do you think it's going to be a throwaway thing? What could come of this? Like I said, I'd love to see some, you know, RTS, some StarCraft or Warcraft style co-op adventures, campaign style things that you can do co-op with your friends, ton of fun, and that, you know, it'll be like I said, like that Warcraft 3 campaign. It's going to be step by step. It's an actual real story that's going, and every week you can jump in and play it with your friends. And it's a reason to log back into the game. I think that would be amazing. It'd be great. And that episodic type feel. Fantastic. But is that too much to ask for? I don't know. We will see. So yeah, they're kind of my thoughts on this. Also, please, can we have some Warcraft maps? Like, why are there no Warcraft maps? It's just silly. So yeah, I've got very mixed feelings about this. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everyone. I mean, there's cool stuff. There's potential that there could be some cool stuff. But will it actually matter? Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.